strong, which is KISS, keep your spine strong. And the part of the spine that we're particularly working on this week is the T3 to 5 area, which is between the shoulder blades. So your T1 is where your first rib starts, 2, 3, here's T3, T4, and T5. So this is the area that we are working on between our shoulder blades. And this is a part of our back that we don't use very often. We normally bend it from our lumbar spine. We need to do more up here instead. So that's what this Keep Your Spine Strong series is all about. And I've been using your terminology for breath, Heather, the water and the coffee and the whiskey breath. So we'll start now with our water breath, which is what you need to do every day, several times a day. And that is your Dirga breath, your deep belly breath, where you inhale and exhale very slowly through your nose, even inhales to exhales. And close your eyes, sit up tall, and then start breathing through your lungs first and feel how that feels. And then gradually have the oxygen go all the way down to your belly. And then count like a metronome in your head the number of beats it takes for each inhale and exhale. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 6, maybe it's 10. Whatever it is for you, just make sure it's slow, even, long, and full, and in and out of your nose only. As you continue at your own pace, you also will probably remember that this deep breathing is the most important thing you can do for your overall body health, but in particular for your immune system. Your immunity depends on deep breathing. Your thoracic duct, which runs up from the belly up to the top of the chest, is a major vessel that transports your lymph fluid. And when you deep breathe, it stimulates that thoracic duct. And the breathing does more for that thoracic vessel than anything else you can do. Finish one more round of your deep water breath. Bring your breathing back to normal. And now that you're nice and relaxed, we'll get a little bit of a jolt with our coffee breath. Coffee breath is what you need for improved concentration and give you a little bit of a lift, a little bit of an energy boost. It's really good before if you're competing or if you're going into a meeting or just if you feel sluggish. And the coffee breath is quick bursts of exhalations through your nose, forced exhalations, and passive inhalations. It goes like this. If you take your hand on your belly, take a deep breath, and you do 10 of these, and then you'll pause and do 10 more, but it looks like this. So you're forcing your air out by contracting your belly muscles, and then you just passively inhale. In Sanskrit, it's called Kapalabhati breath, Kapalabhati, skull shining breath, and it's to improve your mental acuity. So let's do 10 together, pause, and we'll do another 10. Take a deep breath and we'll begin. And then pause, a couple of normal breaths. And then deep breath in, we'll do 10 more. And then pause. So your normal breathing is a active inhalation, passive exhalation. So this is just the opposite of your normal breathing. It's an active exhalation, passive inhalation. And we will save our whiskey breath for later on. Let's Om in, please. Join me if you like. Ambalu Satguru Bhagavan Ki, the divine is the inner teacher. Thank you again for being here. It's my honor to be here with you. So starting to warm up our T-spine, our thoracic spine, we're going to do some dynamic spinal movements, and we're going to do them a little faster than we normally do. So inhale, bring your arms open in a T. Exhale, twist to the right with your arms still parallel to the ground, using your belly muscles to twist. Inhale here, exhale back to center. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the left, using your back muscles and belly muscles to twist. Inhale here, exhale back to center. Inhale, exhale, twist again to the right. Inhale, back to center, exhale, inhale, exhale, twist again to the left. Inhale, exhale back to center, bring your arms down. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. Inhale, push your fingertips up. Exhale, let your right hand float down, left arm comes by the ear. Inhale, as you pull your left arm up, bring it down by your hip. The right arm comes up, and now you're going to lean over to the left. And we'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, pull your right arm back up, left arm comes over, lean to the right. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Exhale, switch arms, lean to the left. Once more, inhale up. Exhale, over. And one last time, inhale up. And then exhale, over. And then bring your arms back down. And we'll do what I call a camel ride now. So pay particular attention to that T5 to T3 to T5 between your shoulder blades, and your shoulder blades are going to be moving in and out, up and down. So really feel them work here as we do this camel ride. So start cross-legged, grab your shins, and then we're going to tuck our chin and lean forward, pull on our shins so we can pull our chest down. Feel your T3 area go straight up to the ceiling. So separate your shoulder blades, tuck your chin, and feel that part of your back curl up, pointed toward the ceiling. And then we're going to move back, keep our neck, chin tucked, keep our spine flexed as we move backwards. And now this T area is going to be pointing to the back of the room. And then come back upright all the way. So that's our camel ride. We'll do that again. Tuck the chin, bring the head down, pull on your shins to help coax your head down and open your shoulder blades. Feel the T-spine going up toward the ceiling, and then move backwards, keeping your chin tucked, opening your shoulder blades, keeping your shoulders down from your ears. So just really feel your shoulder blades separate on your back, and then come back upright, back to center. And then one more camel ride. We're going to tuck the chin, pull on our shins, bring our crown of our head down. I got a kitty cat on my back. And then you're going to go backwards. Sorry. Go backwards and push your T-spine to the back of the room, and then come back up. All right. Please come to your table position and pad the knees accordingly. And with wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, we'll do some what I call greasing hinges. So extend the spine long as you bring your bottom down towards your heels. Slowly. And then inhale as you very slowly come back to table. These are very long, slow breaths. Exhale slowly through your nose as you bring your bottom back down towards your heels, lubricating your hinges here, your wrists, your shoulders, your hips, your knees. Slowly back up to table. And one more exhale with your bottom coming to your heels. And inhale very slowly back to table. Put weight into your left hand, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, lift your right arm, twist to the right. Take a deep breath here. And then the right hand comes down. Take a deep breath flat back. As you exhale, bring your right knee up to your chest, tuck the chin, nose to knee. Inhale, kick the right leg straight back behind you, and we'll work on our core here with a balancing table, lifting your left arm parallel to the ground, engaging your belly muscles, leveling your hips. A couple of breaths here. And then the hand comes down, bring your foot down behind you, keep the leg extended as you walk your foot over to the left side, looking over your shoulder in a laterally bending spine, cattail. And then walk the foot all the way back so that it comes perpendicular to your body on the right. Put weight into your left hand, twist open to the right. And that hand comes down. Walk your hands over to the left. Line up your left hand with your left knee. Your left knee is lined up with your right foot, toes pointing forward. And then your right arm comes to 12 o'clock. And if your shoulder is good with it, you can bring the right arm beside your ear. Oh, that cat, sorry. Cat's got claws and he doesn't realize it. Take one breath here. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Walk back forward, bring the knee in. Take a deep breath, flat back. As you exhale, lift your left arm, twist open to the left. And then that hand comes down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left knee comes to the chest. Tuck your chin, nose to knee. Left leg extends back behind you. And then the right arm comes forward into our balancing table. Level the hips. Keep your head in line with your spine. Couple of breaths here. And the hand comes down, foot comes down. Keep the leg extended as you walk your foot over to the right, looking over your right shoulder to your tail. Now swing the foot back behind you and go all the way around so that it's perpendicular to your body, toes pointing forward. Put weight into your right hand, twist open to the left. Couple of breaths here. One more breath. Exhale, hand comes down. Walk your hands to the right so that your right hand's lined up with your right knee. Your right knee's lined up with your left foot and your left arm comes to 12 o'clock. And if this is okay with your shoulder, to bring the arm beside the ear and stretch the fingertips to the right. And then slowly bring the hand back up, place it on the mat, walk back forward, bring the knee in. And then we'll do a couple cat cows, flexions and extension of the spine. Pay particular attention to that area between your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath, flat back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Curl your spine up, tuck the chin, feel
your shoulder blades separate. Feel the vertebra open. Inhale very slowly through your nose as you extend the spine. And think about your neck elongating as you extend your spine, push your shoulders down from your ears. Maybe you can feel your shoulder blades go down and together on your back. And then exhale very slowly, one more cat. This is cat-cow is one of the best things you can do for your spine every day, the flexions and extensions of your spine. Feel every vertebra move. It's a very mild movement, but very effective. And inhale, drop your belly down, extend the spine long. Make sure you're pulling your shoulders down from your ears, extending your neck. Tailbone goes back, forehead forward. And then come back to neutral table. And then please come all the way down to your belly. So we'll do a cobra here. Pay attention, we're going to do a wide arm cobra. Pay attention to, again, the top part of your back here. Push your pelvis down into the mat. Your hands are wide outside of your mat even, lined up with your shoulders. And you don't want to move your lumbar much. You want to protect your lumbar by pushing your pelvis and your thighs, and if you can, the tops of your feet into the mat, and rotate your thighs inwards slightly so you make room for your lower back. And so you're only working with the thoracic spine as you do this cobra. So from here, you're going to push into your hands, and you don't have to come up very high. Lift your chest up, but make sure your shoulders stay down from your ears. Keep pushing down your thighs, keep rotating your thighs inward. And think about pushing your shoulders away from your ears so that you can feel what your shoulder blades are doing on your back. And then come all the way back down. And we'll do that again. We're going to add a twist to it. Take a deep breath. Exhale, slowly push into your hands as you come up. Keep the shoulders down from your ears. And now we're going to bring our left shoulder forward. Move our right shoulder back. Try to keep your pelvis on the mat as you look over your right shoulder. So you're twisting your thoracic spine here. And then come back to center. Come all the way back down for a moment. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back up into your wide cobra, shoulders down from the ears, and then bring the right shoulder forward. As you look over your left shoulder, keep your pelvis down, keep your thighs down, and feel the rotation in the thoracic spine. And then back forward, and then all the way back down, and bring your arms in front, one in front of the other. And we're doing a humpback locust is what I call this. So the locust pose is, we're going to do both ways, the traditional way and the humpback way. And the humpback way is where you're going to push into your forearms and push that area between your shoulder blades up to the ceiling as you tuck your chin and lift your belly, tuck the chin, and really push that top, that T3 to T5 area up toward the ceiling. And then come back to neutral. And then we'll do that one more time, the humpback locust. Take a deep breath, exhale, bring your chin down, push into your forearms, lift your back toward the ceiling. And then come back down to neutral. And now bring your arms by your sides, and we'll do the extension of the spine. So that was the flexion, palms facing up beside your body, arms right beside you. You can rest your head on the mat for a moment if you like, and take a couple of breaths here. And we'll start lifting our legs only. So take both feet, lift them off the mat, and keep your head down if you like. Rotate the thighs inward and push your toes to the back of the mat. Push your pelvis into the mat. Your hips stay down, your pelvis stays down. Breathe. Feel like you're elongating your legs here.
And then the legs come down. We'll do the upper half of the locust. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lift your head, shoulders, and your hands come off the mat about 6 inches. Push your fingertip towards your feet so that you really feel you're pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep your head in line with your spine. Feel your shoulder blades come together down your back, and then come all the way back down. Rest here for a breath or two. And then we'll do both halves of our body. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lift your feet and thighs off the mat. Lift your head, shoulders, and hands off the mat. Push all your appendages to the back of your mat, lengthening your legs, lengthening your arms, pulling your shoulders down. And then come all the way back down. Bring your arms in front one more time into crocodile pose. You can rest your head on your forearms for a couple of breaths before we move on. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders and push back to table. Grab blocks, handy if you would like to use blocks here. As we bring our right foot up between hands or blocks. And then line up your knee over the ankle, and then walk the right foot up maybe another 6 inches, and then re-bend the knee so that it's over the ankle. And do this so you're stretching the left quadricep here, only if your knees will allow this. But this way your right leg is in a 90-degree angle and your left leg is stretched back with the quadricep. So you're contracting the right thigh, stretching the left one. So get light in your fingertips here. Bring your hands to namaste. Inhale, bring your arms forward, and then bring them up, palms together. Look up. And now slowly open your arms wide. Bring your shoulders together on your back. Open your chest forward. So the shoulders are coming together and down your back. And now you're going to reach your arms forward. Tuck your chin and curl your spine. So it's doing the opposite. Now your shoulder blades are coming apart and you're flexing your spine as you hug an imaginary ball in front of you. And then bring your arms back up, palms facing each other, back to Anjaneyasana. Look up, inhale, exhale, hands come down. Bring your right leg back, left foot forward between blocks or your hands on the mat. And then start with square 90-degree angles in both legs. Walk your right foot up if this works for you, and then bend the knee once again so that the knee lines up over the ankle here. I think I need to move back a little bit so you can see better. So again, you're extending your right quadricep this time, contracting your left one. Your left knee is right above the ankle. Get light in your fingertips, bring your hands to namaste, and then point your fingers away from you. Inhale. As you reach up toward the ceiling, lean back, start pushing your shoulders down from your ears, and then slowly open your arms in a big Y. As your chest goes up, feel your shoulder blade points go toward each other down your back. Take a deep breath here. Exhale as you bring your arms forward, hugging an imaginary beach ball. And then tuck the chin and bring your shoulders, separate your shoulders on your back as you push your spine up. So your spine's in a gentle curve upward. And then very slowly, bring your arms forward again, palms facing each other, back to our traditional Anjaneyasana. Lean back, look up, keep the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Okay, so from here, we're going to stand up by pushing weight into the front foot, tucking your back toes, and standing up without assistance. And come into Tadasana, please. Mountain pose. So mountain pose is particularly good for your spine because it reminds you of a good posture. Your head's right on top of the shoulders. It's an active rest. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the ankles. Rotate the thighs inward slightly. Bring your belly in, shoulders down, chest forward. So your body is, your muscles are working here, but you're also resting. Okay, from here, bring your arms forward, hug an imaginary beach ball in front of you, and then we're going to tuck our chin and curl our spine upward again, just like we did a minute ago, except now we're standing. Feel your shoulder blades separate and feel that thoracic area between your shoulder blades point up to the ceiling. And then come back up. Inhale, arms open in a T. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, fingers pointing down, and then bring your chest forward and up as you lean back, supporting your lower back. Bring your elbows toward each other behind you. Lift your head, but keep control of it. Couple of breaths here. And now your shoulder blades are coming together on your back. Take a deep breath. And then exhale as you bring your arms back into a T, and then re-hug this imaginary beach ball and flex the spine once more so that that T area is pushing up toward the ceiling. I'm tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. And then inhale once more as you bring your arms open in a T. Exhale, bring your hands to support your lower back as you open your chest up, look up, elbows coming toward each other. And then back to Tadasana. Okay, we'll do what I call a swinging chair routine, except we're going to add something to it. We're going to add a bear hug to it. So from Tadasana, inhale up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend your knees and forward fold into chair. Pause in chair for a moment. Inhale here. Exhale, swing your arms behind you, palms pointing, fingers pointing up to the ceiling. Your belly is on your thighs. Push your fingertips up. And then exhale, you're going to bring your arms down. Keep your knees bent, your belly on your legs, and then grab your elbows. So right here, you got a flexing spine. So now take your arms behind your knees. You can bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. Grab your elbows or your forearms behind your knees and continue to flex your spine upward as your nose comes down toward your knees. And then release your elbows. Let your arms hang like an orangutan, and then slowly come up back to chair. And inhale all the way up. And this time we're going to come up onto tippy toes as we reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe, strengthen your calf muscles here. Inhale a couple more times. Big deep breaths, and then come back down, back to Tadasana. Reestablish a straight spine. And we'll do that One more time. Inhale up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, come into chair. Breathe here a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale, swing the arms down and up behind your back, pushing your fingertips up. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, bring your arms down and forward. Keep your belly down on your thighs. Grab your elbows. Tuck your chin. Push your upper back up toward the ceiling. And then take your arms behind your knees and grab your elbows as you keep tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Release. Come into your orangutan arms and then slowly come in a chair. And then slowly up. Inhale up on the tippy toes. A couple of breaths here. And slowly come back down to Tadasana. So for a balance today, or one-legged balance, as I always try to differentiate versus a two-legged balance, because we do have two-legged balances, as you know. Our one-legged balance, we're going to do a stork and a flamingo. The stork is where we'll start with our right knee up, is where we grab the leg in front and hug the knee into the chest. This is the stork. Just stay here for a few breaths. Concentrate on your drishti, your focal point. Hug the knee as close to your chest as you can. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And then release, come down. So that was the stork. Same leg, we're going to do the flamingo. So shift your weight onto your left leg, kick your right leg. The trick is to bring it up first in front of you so you can grab the ankle and then kick it back behind you. Try to keep your knees together and then reach up with your left arm. See if you can bring your heel into your buttocks. Don't forget to breathe. And then the arm comes down, the leg comes down, shake it all out. And get ready to switch legs. So one-legged balances are really good for your core strength, as well as leg strength, as well as balance. So when you're ready, bring your left knee up and hug it into your chest as tightly as you can, into the stork. Keep your shoulders down. And when you're ready, release. Shake it all out. And then we'll do the flamingo on this side. Finding your focal point, grabbing the ankle, bringing the heel behind you to the buttocks, and lifting your right arm. Try to keep your knees together. Try not to overarch your lower back. Couple more breaths. And then release. And shake it all out. And then come back to your mats. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Forward fold, keep your knees bent. You can place your hands on blocks here or the mat. Keeping your knees bent. Put weight into your left hand, fingertips, or on the block. And then we're going to raise our right arm, opening to the right as we straighten the right leg. So your left knee's bent, right leg is straight. Inhale, exhale, bring your right hand down. Keep the knees bent. Inhale as you open your left arm up, straightening your left leg, your right knee is bent. And that hand comes down. Step both feet back to your downward facing dog. Stretching your spine long, spread the fingertips wide, bend the knuckles slightly so you're pushing down in your finger pads. The middle finger is facing the short edge, the front of your mat. Squeeze your forearms toward each other. Feel your deltoids roll outward. Keep your knees bent so you have a nice long spine. Your head melts between your arms. Your chest is melting down toward your thighs. Rotate your thighs inwards just slightly. And then bring your knees down to the mat. And then bring your hips back towards your heels and sit back into child pose. And please rest your head on something, either a block, a mat, or your hands. And if you'd like to, bring your arms by your sides, this time palms facing up. And you can do some circles with your wrists and open and close fists to release your wrist muscles. Very slowly, please come back up and then come seated. If you use a bolster, you can sit on your bolster or blanket. And start with your legs in front of you in staff pose, Dandasana. So your knees are pointed up, your feet are pointed up, your pelvis is tilted forward slightly so you have a neutral lumbar. And then your shoulders are down from your ears, your head's right on top of your shoulders. And let's do a couple of shoulder rolls by bringing our shoulders forward. So we're going to bring our shoulders forward and then up to our ears and then back down. And again, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. Once more forward, up, back, down. Pause here. Reestablish the alignment in your spine, neutral lumbar, feet up, knees up. And then we'll go the other way. So we're going to bring our shoulders back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, and down, and reestablish your neutral spine. Please bend your right knee. You can either keep it on the inside of your left leg, or if you want to put it on the outside of your left leg, putting it on the outside just gives a little bit more of a stretch and a twist. Make sure that your left toes are up, your left knee is up, and then take your left arm, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale, right arm comes forward. Exhale, twist open. Plant the hand behind you. Use your left arm as leverage to enhance the twist deeper every time you exhale. Couple more breaths here. Make sure your shoulders are down from your ears. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Inhale, exhale as you slowly come back to the center. If your foot is crossed over, uncross it and return to Dandasana. Reestablish the length in your spine. Reestablish the tilt in your pelvis so that you have your lumbar curve. Now we'll bend the left knee, either a foot inside of the thigh or the outside. Keep the right foot flexed, knee up. Right arm hugs the left knee into the chest. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, twist to the left and plant that hand behind you. Keep your shoulders down, your neck relaxed. And every time you exhale, maybe get a little deeper in the twist. Allow your body to relax in this twist. One more inhale here. And exhale, slowly come back to center. Uncross the legs. And then please hop off your bolster and come onto your backs. Have a block handy and have a belt handy. So starting with your knees bent. Take your right knee up and toward your chest. Grab your right shin with your fingers clasped, and then hug your right knee into your chest. So as you're doing so, you'll feel that you're pulling your tailbone up off the mat. Try to keep your back neutral here, your lumbar. So there's still a little bit of space as you extend your right leg long. Take a deep breath. Exhale, tuck your chin, bring your head up, curl your shoulders up, bring your nose to your knee. And now your back will flatten on the mat. And then very slowly roll back all the way down. Take your left foot onto your right thigh. Your right foot on your left thigh. Open the arms in a T. And we're going to roll onto our left hip, lifting our right hip and planting our right foot somewhere on the left side of our leg. And then turn your head to look to the right. Bring your head back to center. Bring your legs back to center. Put both legs long on the mat. Bend both knees. And then bring your right knee in toward your chest. Lace your fingers, clasp, left knee, we just did the right knee. Left knee into the chest, hug the knee into the chest. And then straighten your right leg long. Ugh, I don't know why I'm getting so mixed up on this today. So when your right leg is extended, your back is in neutral. You have a little bit of space between your lumbar and the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to lift your head, tuck your chin, curl your spine up, bring your nose to your knee. Your back will flatten now onto the mat. And then very slowly roll down. And
put the left foot on the right thigh, arms in a T. We're going to go roll on to the right side. Your toes are going to touch down the right side of the leg, and then you're going to turn your head to look to the left. Head comes to center, legs come back to center, bend both knees, feet flat on the mat. Grab your block and then lift your sacrum and place it on the block. And you can stay with your feet on the mat in a supported bridge pose, or you can let your legs float up into your waterfall pose, whatever your preference is. And whatever you choose, just allow yourself to relax. And this is where our whiskey breath comes in. So whether you're in supported bridge or floating your legs up in the air, we'll take some deep breaths through our nose. And a whiskey breath is a chilling breath, chill out, relaxing breath. And whenever you extend your exhalations longer than your inhalations, that has a calming effect on your nervous system. So count into your head. If you inhale on a count of, say, 6, then maybe make your exhales 8 beats. Or you can do 7 and 10, whatever suits you, but try to make your exhalations 2 to 3 beats longer than your inhalation, and just slow, deep, and long and full. One more deep, long, slow whiskey breath at your own pace. And then when you've finished that breath, bring your feet down. Lift the hips, remove the block. And then grab your belt. Have your belt long so that you can use the entire belt. And then bend your knees to your chest and wrap the strap around the balls of your feet, someplace in the middle of the belt. And then holding on to each end of the belt, you're going to allow your legs to straighten with the soles of your feet pointing to the ceiling. And when you get here, put that lumbar curve into your back. So you're going to tilt your pelvis forward. This is the reclined version of what we did sitting up with the Dandasana staff pose. So you want a gentle lumbar curve. Your legs are straight-ish, but not locked. Your back is flat on the mat, except for your lumbar's got that space between it and the mat. Now you can either stay here, or if you want to bring your feet over your head a little more, and depending on how much more you bring your feet towards your head, then your back will touch the mat. Your lower back will flatten and allow your feet to come over your head as much as your spine will allow. This is also really good for your hamstrings.
which are nice and warmed up now. You want to stretch warm muscles. And then if your feet are over your head or someplace toward your head, bring them back up to vertical. Reestablish your lumbar curve. And then widen your hands on the belt as you slowly separate your feet on the belt as far as they will go. And this is also a reclined version of the seated version of this pose, Upavista Konasana, it's called. And this is called Supta Upavista Konasana. And your lumbar curve should be neutral right now, as long as your feet are 90 degrees to your body. Now, as you bring your feet toward your head, if you want to, it's as if you were bringing your chest down to the floor. So if we were doing this seated, you're bringing your chest down toward the floor. It's a little easier this way because you got gravity working for you and you got the belt for leverage. So your back will flatten on the mat as you come past the 90-degree angle. And slowly bring your feet back up to vertical and bend your knees, remove the belt. Put the belt aside, straighten your legs long on the mat. Bring your arms overhead, palms facing up, full body stretch. If your shoulders allow the backs of your hands to touch down above your head, go ahead and do that. Point your fingertips up, toes down, inhale. Exhale, bend both knees into your chest and bring your hands down and clasp your fingers around both shins as you hug both knees into your chest. Roll around on your spine, keep your head relaxed. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, we're going to curl our spine up, bring our head up, our shoulders up, hug the knees, bring the nose toward the knees. And then very slowly feel each vertebra as you come back down with your head on the mat. And then bring your feet down to the mat, extend your legs, and put your body into your favorite Shavasana. And as you relax, focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing. Take an inventory of your body. Find any areas of tension and release them. Pay particular attention to your shoulders, your jaw, and your neck. Our poem this week is In Blackwater Woods by Mary Oliver. She often has a surprise ending to her beautiful poems. Look, the trees are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds. And every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this. The fires and the black river of loss, whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your life depends on it, and when the time comes to let go, to let go. Please enjoy a few moments of inner bliss and solitude. Please bring your awareness back to your breath and deepen your breathing as you gently and slowly wake up your body, making small movements. Please very slowly bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, you're sealing the masculine side of your body, which is hot, fiery, bright, energetic. And you're exposing the feminine side of your body, which is dark, cool, calm, and collected. And you will carry that calmness with you for the rest of your day. Please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. And I will do our closing chant. If you'd like to join me, please do. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. and Jai Yogis.